Nice. It's 9 a.m. here in Los Angeles, and it is, let's see here. There you go. Yeah. Nice. It's yeah, it's a little different. Yeah, and then just pull that thing over. It's Monday the 13th of October, AD 2020, what, 2025? Yeah. And there's a women's forum, gals, coming up on Thursday, third Thursday of the month. The views expressed on the Hake report do not represent those of Hake. Bigg Bump, who's co-hosting with me today. Oh, let me, let's see if he's unmuted. Is it? Nice. Bigg Bump, are you there? Oh, turn it on. Nice.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm here.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good to see you. It's been a while.
I know,
little while. Back
in
the saddle.
Yeah.
That's got to feel kind of good.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. Yeah.
BIGG, new word, BUMP, is Bigg Bump, and he sometimes co-hosts with me, those of you who may not be familiar. Most of you probably are. And he's a friend, longtime friend of Bond, and he's filled in with me as a guest host, filled in for me as a guest host, and he's co-hosted. And so we disclaim his thing too.
Yes.
Nice. And so we're going to get going over here, everybody. Take everything that you hear, think, and see and interpret with a grain of salt, okay? So a lot of times you guys will put words in Hake's or Bigg Bump's mouth or whoever, caller or whatever, super chat. Don't take it so seriously. It's not necessarily... Some of the info may be false, all right? But anyway, also, you don't believe your own interpretations because they're off. It's just a fact, Jack. So we will be taking your calls if you'd like to call in. And your super chats, I did see that some of your super chats did come in over the weekend. Thank you, guys. And let's see here. The number to call is 888-775-3773. I feel like, is this, what if I put this here? No. Just figuring out some things, guys. It's Columbus Day. It's, this is kind of cluttered. I'm going to get rid of this. Thanks. Thank you, baby. It's also Indigenous Peoples Day.
It's Columbus Day.
It's Columbus Day.
Period.
But shout out to the American Indians. You know, it's so funny because they spread hate that way. They're spreading resentment and fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave it alone.
It's like the protest.
Yeah.
Both sides are fighting.
Protesting, it just brings...
Yeah.
You say something derogatory, and then you invite other people to hate you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or you say something pretending to support somebody.
You're just bringing it on.
And it's not your day.
Yeah.
And
excitement.
I heard on the Jesse Lee Peterson show in the first hour how they came up with Columbus Day. It was after we had lynched some Italians, immigrants, over in... Not we,
I missed the
not
first
me.
hour, but that's funny. I'm going to have to make sure I rewatch or podcast it.
Yeah, so down in New Orleans, a mob of people thought that these 11 Italians, or however many, were guilty of murdering a sheriff. I don't know how many Italians it takes to murder a sheriff, but they were acquitted by a court, and so this was not before the trial. It was after the trial, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, they were still in jail. Some of them, so they sprung them out of jail, and then they shot some, hanged others, and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
And just hunted them down, and it was terrible. Italy was mad. They were going to blockade our Mississippi River and go to war against us.
Okay.
So the president, Harrison, I guess, at the time, 23rd president, declared it in 1892, 400 years after 1492. Wow. That's mind-blowing number.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking, yeah. 14 to 18. 19,
Yeah.
14, 92, 18. Right.
He declared it Columbus Day to be nice to Italy, to get in nice with Italy, and be like, we're not with this lynch mob stuff. That's not right. And I don't think that lynching is. I think probably it's not right.
It's a time and place, I guess.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
Like if there is no court or whatever, sometimes the courts are wrong. But even still, we need law and order.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's true.
That's how it was kind of because we felt sorry and maybe these immigrants were bad hombres.
Mm-hmm.
They might not have been guilty of that. Right. I don't know. But they had no case, according to somebody.
Okay.
Whatever. So they may have been innocent. Some people who were lynched may have been innocent.
True.
And then FDR declared it like a national holiday later.
Okay. Yeah.
And FDR was not the great president that people pretend he was. I don't think
they uplift him for sure.
Yeah. So, but Trump calls it Columbus Day. I'm calling it Columbus Day.
Right on.
And it's so funny because it's probably the liberal-made holiday, and the liberals have me defending it when the liberals start attacking it. It's like the liberal UN made Israel, and now the liberal UN is turning on Israel, and I'm defending Israel morally, of course. So what a mess.
Right. Yeah, it's
I
all
feel
quirky.
like, am I a liberal from back in those days?
That's what they always say. The classical liberalism, or
today's conservatives are yesterday's liberals.
Right. Yeah.
So they even got hate. What a mess. You can't escape evil, I guess.
No, you cannot. No, it's there.
You gotta overcome it from within.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some fun, guys, today. And like I said, you can call in. Some of you guys are already on hold, guys means guys and gals. I want to get going here. We will be covering some interesting topics. Quickly, what are those topics that we're going to cover, Bigg Bump? Because I do want to announce it.
ICE arresting a East Indian, Asian Indian.
Yeah.
With a CDL license, illegal. And also another issue, ICE issue with in the San Gabriel Valley area, the northern Los Angeles area, where one illegal was at Home Depot and they did a raid and he crossed the freeway and was killed.
Yeah, was that the 210 freeway?
Yeah.
That is great. I might have heard about that on the news. Did this take place like last week? With the fatality?
This was actually middle of August.
Oh, okay.
It's been
all right. So I'm thinking of a different
situation.
situation.
It seems sooner. It seems like it was relatively closer to date.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot sooner than what
I might be thinking about like the 710 or something, because there was
someone else.
There was some like pedestrian on the freeway. You're not supposed to go on the freeway. Or maybe it was another like fatality with a motorcycle or something.
Okay. Yeah. ICE came out to the Home Depot and supposedly he wasn't specifically targeted, but he ran away and
wow.
Yeah.
What a waste.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Which would you rather be? Killed on a freeway or possibly deported or whatever? I think they'd rather be deported.
Yeah.
But people don't think.
Yeah.
Like they hate jail so much. A lot of times blacks hate jail so much they'll run.
And
put other people at risk and die.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Also, the other one was I sent it to you as calling it pre-BLM insurrection activity. So it was something I noticed about a little while ago, and I was like, whoa. It's little things that you never hear about.
Right.
And it seems like people will ignore it because on different platforms you won't find this information, and the people linked to it, they don't associate it with them at all.
Interesting.
So, yeah. That's just those are the things that I wanted to bring up.
All right. So all that and your calls, guys and gals, which guys means gals too, if you'd like to call in. But anyway, everybody, let's just get right on with the show.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
Hey guys!
Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
So, how you guys doing? I'm fine. Like I said, I have my Christopher Columbus shirt on. It is just a regular, well, I'll tell you where I got it, actually. I got it from a previous JLP guest, previous Fallen State guest, Real Vincent James. Much banned, much maligned. It was his, back when he had red elephants. So I think it's very classy. Established 1492, Christopher Columbus was a hero, and Karen Williams, for some reason, begs to differ. Either spiritually she disagrees that there are no heroes, or maybe she's a brainwashed gal who thinks that Christopher Columbus raped and pillaged and colonized or something in a bad way. Which, I don't know, maybe he did, but he was still great, right? I think.
I appreciate Christopher Columbus.
Yeah,
for
indeed.
sure. No doubt about it.
Yeah. I mean, we have the New World because of, thanks in part to him.
Yes.
So,
absolutely.
shout out Karen. But you can come at me, Karen.
Bro.
Speaking of these gals, let me get to a call here before we get into these stories.
Mm-hmm.
Terry in Oregon is on the line over here. Terry, thank you for calling and holding. You're live with Bigg Bump, BIGG-BUMP, and Hake.
Yay!
Hey.
Happy Christopher Columbus Day, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And to you as well.
All right. Happy Columbus Day.
Yeah.
Did you ever not celebrate it out of judgment?
I guess a little bit, but then my grandpa on my dad or my mom's side is Italian, so eventually my racial pride won over, and so now I celebrate.
You are 73% racist.
77%.
77% racist, according to some poll. Well, right on. Yeah, it's funny how this is all about the Italian identity in some ways, whereas for me, growing up, it didn't have anything to do with the Italians, although it totally did when it was founded. It was an olive branch to Italy. But it was just appreciation for a great explorer who discovered the New World. Either way, we appreciate him and it.
Yeah.
And you got to love Italians. If you don't love Italians, you don't love anybody.
That's true.
Amen.
Yeah.
And where would we be without the industrious Italians in America?
We wouldn't have all these entertaining mob movies about murder and cheating.
And nice
The
suits.
Sopranos never would have happened.
Right. Yeah.
Think of all the pizza and pasta we wouldn't be eating.
Pizza is my favorite food.
Yeah, see?
Little Caesars. Yeah.
Caesar, there we go.
That's right. He was there.
they
They were
created
the Romans, perhaps.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have Vegas, or at least part of Vegas. The other half would be the Jewish side.
Oh, okay. Wow. And I love Vegas.
Right.
The lights and
That's true, yeah.
buffet. Cool. Right on.
Well-
Terry, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I called about, maybe this isn't really related, but it's, I wanted to know if you'd seen that there's a female archbishop of Canterbury now, and they did an art installment in Canterbury Cathedral that was like graffiti all over the cathedral. Have you seen this?
It was an art project that was graffiti over the theater?
Yeah, it's like it's an installment. They're doing it as an art installment. And they
Is
just
it a
invited
pro?
these-
Is it a pro Anglican church art installment? Or is it kind of in protest?
It was done in an Anglican church, and it was done but it was, co-signed by them.
this woman looks similar to the woman who arrogantly prayed that fake humble prayer in front of Trump.
In front of Trump, right.
About, oh, take care of our immigrants or something like that. Or she just reminds me of that. Wow. So the appointment of Sarah Mullally as the new archbishop is expected to be announced in October 2025, if it hasn't already been. This is Google AI, which is not reliable. Wow. So, no, I haven't seen that art installation.
Oh, I wanted to see your take on it. It's really ugly. And kind of, it's just, like, offensive, too. It's just so, it's hard to take in, honestly. It's disturbing.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be disturbing. Is this the Hear Us?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see if I can pull up this stuff.
Even that name of the installment, Hear Us.
That crossed my mind, too, thinking the same thing, Hear Us.
Yep, the unheard. Let's riot. Riot is the language of the unheard or whatever. Something like that. Where does love come from? Yeah, this is corny. That's crazy. That's fun. That's sort of interesting and ugly. And it's not even like artistic, real. It's like cartoony type of, I don't know. It's like too perfect.
How does it make you feel just like initially looking at it? Because I felt like this weird feeling in my stomach. Like
yeah. It's out of
wrong.
It looks wrong. It looks out of place because we're looking at the interior of a beautiful stone brick church building or whatever this thing is called, cathedral or something. And then you see this 80s, 90s style graffiti stuff talking about love and how it's like a woman subverted imitation of men stuff, because men graffiti and men build churches, but those are two different types of men, and it's not a good mix to me. On glance, it's stupid. I think is the best I can. I think stupid sums it up.
Yeah, stupid, and I don't know. It's just.
It is sick. It's sick. It's
yeah.
evil.
It feels like too, and to think about like the female take over the church and that kind of thing. It's just it feels like just another attack or something on the sacred.
Is let me say, it's pointless and unnecessary. I know that.
Yeah.
There's no need to have a so-called art. What is it? Installation. Yeah. Okay.
In a beautiful old building, and this looks like stuff that you can just peel right off to clean it off.
Yeah, it looks like right.
But yeah, it's
tacky.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Crazy. And so is it related to this female archbishop thing?
I don't know, but it is Canterbury Cathedral, so I'm not that familiar with the whole Anglican church.
Yeah.
Other than I know they're a mess.
Yeah, me neither. I think that did some of us who came to America, us pilgrims, did we leave the Anglican Church? Is that what we left? The Church of England?
I mean, some of them were far more hardcore. Because the Anglican Church is still considered a high church. They still do like sacraments and that kind of thing. And like most Protestant churches kind of, especially the Puritan ones, kind of really got away from that.
Let me make sure that you're turned.
They wanted things more austere, and more stripped down.
I knew it was going to be a mess with this, whatever you want to call her, priest, so-called priest.
Bishop.
Bishop. Yeah. Okay.
Divides public opinion. And art oftentimes does that, divide public opinion. Visitors to Canterbury Cathedral in England were shocked to find its interior walls and pillars covered in graffiti. Imagine if you had saved up all your life to go visit this cathedral that nobody's heard of. I'm kidding around. I'm just being ignorant. And then you're confronted with this. You want to take pictures inside the place, and it's filled with this ugly stuff. I would want my money back. You don't keep up with the news, so you don't know what's going on. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Just wanted
Keith
to-
Woods was horrified to see this graffiti. Keith Woods, I disavow. Horrified to see this graffiti on Canterbury Cathedral, founded by St. Augustine himself. I discovered it was actually an initiative welcomed by the Church of England. Work came from marginalized communities. According to the Dean of Canterbury, let's see what Keith Woods has to say. He's an interesting guy. He's Irish, if I'm not mistaken. And he's a very sort of a pro-white guy. There is a rawness which is magnified by the graffiti style, which is disruptive. Yeah, disruptive. You can say that again. Above all, this graffiti makes me wonder why I am not always able to be as candid, at least in my prayers, claims he. Pretty bad stuff there. People think that blacks and Hispanics and the marginalized are realer a lot of times. But that realness is not real either. It's just more openly angry.
More emotional. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting that people associate being out of control with realness.
Right. Be my authentic self. Be transgender, for example. Terrible. Well, thank you for the news tip there, TERRI in Oregon.
No problem. Take care, Hake. And
All right.
Bigg Bump.
Hey, take care, TERRI.
Nice.
Good to hear from you.
Wow.
It what crossed my mind when you said authenticity, the blacks and the Hispanics or whatever.
Yep.
So the one guy in Louisiana, that the last of the inmates that escaped, that was caught.
Yeah.
He was in Atlanta. I when I first seen it, it was on Instagram with one of the hip hop dudes, the academic.
Make sure you speak loud.
Yeah, I'm not okay. Sorry. Yeah,
I'll turn it down a little. If
with
need be.
academics put it on his page and the blacks were glorifying it. It's like,
Who was this again? The guy that finally got caught?
Yeah, the Gaines. I think his name was Derek Gaines. Maybe.
Is he the one who was like the escape artist?
I don't know if he was an escape artist. I just know he was convicted of killing at least 4 people.
Wow.
So he was the last of the crew of the 9 or 11.
Was he the one who kept on escaping a bunch of different places?
Oh yeah, he was in Atlanta when they caught him.
Okay.
So he was making his moves. You know.
That's crazy, man. He escaped out of New Orleans, was it?
Yeah, I think that's where he was at, or where they
forget where it
were
was.
at. Yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
in that area. Yeah,
And
Louisiana
that's been
for sure.
months.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wanted to recall. I recall maybe 6 months that he was.
Yeah.
Maybe longer, but the comment section was, oh man, the blacks were praising him. You know, there were some here and there that would have some sense.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they were, they should have let him go.
Wow.
You know, he's been out so long and stay free, or just little things like, what are you guys talking about? But
yeah.
it wasn't surprising because I went straight to the comment section knowing that
Knowing
it
that
would be
they
full
would
of
be
that.
celebrating
Yeah.
it. Derek Groves.
Okay, Groves.
Captured New Orleans inmate. What a mess.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And just
After 5 months.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's-
that was close. Yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah.
After 10 prisoners broke out. There was a white guy who escaped prison too. He was a former cop. Remember Remember that?
I think
it was around the
yeah,
similar time, but he
yeah.
was caught pretty quickly. I think.
Yeah.
I forget. Wow.
Yeah. People, they just praise the evil and the corruption.
Celebration of evil.
Yeah.
Totally, man. Yeah, I mean, they're. I feel like that's the same thing with Nat Turner,
Right.
the slave rebellion guy.
Yeah.
Who killed people, I think, innocent people.
Right.
And John Brown, the slave rebellion white guy, who I think he and his sons killed a bunch of people and kind of helped start the Civil War. So unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, what a mess.
Yeah. The praise is crazy. They that's the thing that gets me. It's like the Charlie Kirk thing where everyone is saying, you know, or not everyone, a lot of individuals are saying, you know, they were happy about it and things like that. It's the same situation where they're praising them. So it just goes on and on. It seems like you know it's going to happen.
Totally.
People are going to praise wrong.
Yeah, people are evil.
Yeah.
And then they have a rationalization for it, too, a lot of these gals. Well, I say gals because you saw a lot of women celebrating when Charlie Kirk got assassinated.
Yeah. I keep seeing new ones, too. So ones I haven't seen.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Christopher Dorner. Was that the name?
That's in D.C.? No.
Here.
Oh, that was...
He ran to Big Bear.
The Big Bear, the one in the mountains, right. Yeah, the black guy.
If I'm not mistaken, he has a similar name to the guy who was the Black Lives Matter killing of that retired cop who was protecting the jewelry store.
David Dorn.
David Dorn, yeah.
R.I.P. David
Not
Dorn,
to be confused
right.
with Chris Dorner or whatever that guy's name was.
Dorner for sure.
Yeah,
I remember now. Yeah.
He's complaining about racism.
Yeah.
Killed like a cop and cop's daughter or I forget what all he did.
It was a lot going on.
And then he like held up some grandparents at a Big Bear cabin.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
And
he was an ex-cop, right?
Yeah.
He was, right.
Yep. He complained about racism on the LAPD force or something like that.
Yeah.
Typical black.
Typical.
These black cops. Shout out.
Yeah. A lot of them, and they always have something to say, like the one, I don't know if it was you or Jesse showed in the community area where the black cop was walking around and somebody approached him. And this was about a couple months ago. Someone approached him and like, what are you doing here? And you know, he came out when the TV reporters were there as well, the same guy. But they're like, why are you here? But eventually the cop, when you think it would be decent, but he goes straight to the racist aspect of it. Yeah, immediately.
What a mess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. The cop, he was off duty and he was like he was looking for a place to live.
Right.
So he was scoping out this gated community and the white guy's, you don't belong here.
Right.
Get out of here. You look like you're about to steal my stuff. And the black, yeah, that's right. And then they went to the media and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Totally.
Right. Yeah.
No understanding.
Right. None at all.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't be suspicious of someone, you know, in their neighborhood?
Right.
They haven't never seen.
Uber drivers had been, an Uber driver had also been harassed by that same guy, that white guy.
Oh, really? I missed
Something like
that part of it.
There's some foreigner.
He's doing his job.
Yeah. He's looking out for the... And they're like, oh, he was not authorized. He had no authority to do that. But this is the First Amendment. You can confront somebody and say, what are you doing here?
Right. Yeah. It's just what it is. Right.
Right. It's a disagreement between gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What a mess.
And he goes immediately straight to the news to make it light. Yeah. Make light of it all.
Crying racism.
Yeah.
Terrible. And hating the police. It's been... And they act like, oh, it's an historical thing. It's because they've been doing it for so long. But it's not right. It's dumb.
Right.
Hating the police.
Yeah.
And crying racism and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah. I know.
It's keeping you in hell.
Back in my day, you know, my low points, I was like, man, what's up with these guys? You know, anything I'm against the police.
Yeah.
And hating it. And, oh, it's because of blackness. And I'm black and things like that. And,
Yeah.
you know, you wake up like, whoa. Things ain't what they see.
Yeah, living outside of reality.
Right. Yeah.
Totally, man. Speaking of the cops, let's get to these ICE stories.
Oh man, yeah.
This is brutal, guys. Prepare to be outraged.
I hope I still have. Okay, I thought it disappeared.
By the way, happy Thanksgiving to the Canadians. It's Thanksgiving Monday.
Thanksgiving? Well, happy Thanksgiving to the Canadians.
Yeah, second Monday in October.
Okay, cool.
Side note.
Right on. Okay, so I'll start with the first one. The
Yes, sir.
ICE arrest on illegal alien semi-truck driver from India in Oklahoma. And his ID, which was a real ID.
Oh, real ID.
His actual real ID.
How does he have a real ID? Real ID is because of the illegals.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And then to top it off, on his real ID with the star on it in the upper right corner,
Yeah.
his name is no name given.
No game. No game
game.
illegal over here. You can't get chicks.
Man, it is unbelievable, and that someone would that was the whole point of it. Like you said, the whole point of it is not, this is for Americans.
Yeah.
Legal, Americans. And they somehow give it to an illegal in Oklahoma.
No name given? Is that a real? That's it.
It's literally on his ID that they show. The one that ICE shows.
There got to be more to the story.
It has
and it's
to
a
be.
New York. It's a New York license, right? If I remember right, I think I saw it on New York.
I don't know why I thought it said maybe Texas.
I can't believe we're giving illegal aliens these driver's licenses in sanctuary states, says ICE Director Todd Lyons. According to this guy,
Yeah.
they're endangering the lives of Americans. Pull all funding. So this is not the first illegal trucker either, because there was another illegal trucker from India.
India as well, right?
Yeah, according to Fox News. No name.
Oh,
See,
it
New
was
York State.
I don't know why I thought Texas. Think maybe the star
more.
I'm thinking about.
And more. No name given. And it's not Latino, I don't think.
These people that we don't know who they are. And again, these are CDL licenses. These people are transporting
commercial driver's
Right.
license. I mean, to say CDL licenses, commercial driver license is what CDL stands for. That's crazy.
You know, Director Lyons, I saw something that startled me. That was ICE arresting an Indian national, an illegal alien operating an 18-wheeler in Oklahoma. And you can see on your screen now, he was carrying a New York State issued commercial driver's license. It could also be used as a real ID. His first name was listed as, quote,
Okay, so it could be used as real ID. Is that because it's a commercial driver license? Or is it real ID on top of being a commercial driver license?
They don't say. I don't know.
But that's crazy.
It is crazy.
So this is the second illegal that I've heard of.
Right.
And I don't pay attention.
Right.
Getting a commercial driver license.
Yeah. And you don't have. I know you don't have to get a real ID.
Yeah, you just have to get it if you want to fly.
Right. Yeah.
Between states.
So, however he assumed this license with real ID, being real ID and with no name given baffles me.
Yeah.
no name given. That's literally a real ID he was arrested with.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, ICE has arrested at least 91 illegals operating commercial vehicles following that deadly crash back in August in Florida. That was also an Indian.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reacting because I'm actually seeing like the crash under this
National fortunately, in this latest no-name case, no one lost their life, but this has got to give a lot of pause and concern for people that we have a lot of illegal aliens out there that shouldn't be behind commercial vehicles.
Yeah, it's really scary, Griff. And, like you said, to see that on a driver's license issued by a state, no name given, and the worst part, there's a Real ID star right up there in the corner. I don't know about you all, but it was like going through a security clearance for me to get my Real ID. So I can't believe that we're giving illegal aliens who have no right to be here these driver's licenses. You have these sanctuary states that want to go ahead and try to just make it welcoming for these people that we don't know who they are. And again, these are CDL licenses. These people are transporting hazardous goods, materials at times, and in some cases, we don't know exactly what they're doing. And look how many American citizens have lost their lives because of individuals like that have these driver's licenses. Homeland Security Investigations is dedicated to working with the other state police departments and our other federal agencies to make sure we get these IDs off the street and arrest these criminal aliens.
Wow, crazy. I remember being outraged that the sheriff in L.A. 10, 12, 15 years ago wanted to give out regular driver licenses
Okay, yeah.
to
regular,
illegals.
Right, yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
You're just encouraging them to be here.
That's it, yeah.
It's not right.
Yeah, at
And I was arguing with my friends, because my friends are like pro-illegal, like
Mm.
many of them Latino.
all. Right,
And they're like, he's being practical because they're here. And I know, but I'm like, they need to be sent back.
right. Yeah.
He's like, I can't believe you're saying that. It's heartbreaking that you would say that. These are your friends. You've been to their houses and stuff. I'm like, just because I'm friends with them doesn't mean that right is not right.
Right, yeah.
And wrong is not wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it, but then I don't. The people seeing this happen is illegal. It's something illegal.
Yeah.
And they just gloss over that part.
Yep.
Like at all costs. It's like that wasn't the issue
Yep.
from the jump.
Yeah.
The ICE isn't the reason that these people are getting deported. The reason is because you're illegal. You came into the country illegal.
Yep.
But people don't even put that in their mind. Like that's logical.
It breeds like a disrespect for the law.
Yeah.
I mean, we have normal thinking is not. It's not normal anymore.
Right.
It's considered racist.
Right.
Trump is like a normal thinking person. They're
Right.
illegal.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You need to go.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Right. Yeah. That shouldn't be happening anywhere in America. No one should be getting any type of license that's illegal. And
Yep.
They should be deported. Period. Nothing. You get nothing. You can leave on your own. They're telling you, hey, leave on your own. Maybe you can come back in whenever, a
Right.
year from now, 2 years, whatever, 2 months from now.
Mhm.
But leave on your own. If not, we're going to come after you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Why
happy
not?
that Trump is president because it's
Yeah.
like shaking people up with a little bit of common sense. Maybe
Yeah.
one or two will snap out of it.
Right.
You know,
Right. Yeah.
I've known some illegals and they've snapped out of some of their racism thinking
right.
and stuff
right.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll get a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. True indeed.
There's somebody to wake up everywhere.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of, this guy never woke up. This
the
horrible case.
Yeah. And there's a backstory also that I have something for it as well. But yeah, one day, and I didn't see this, and this is adjacent to where I live, so in the San Gabriel Valley area. And I heard the story, but it was a couple days later. I believe it happened on a Thursday.
Okay.
And I didn't hear anything of it until the weekend, maybe the Saturday or Sunday, or possibly the Monday. And I was like, whoa, this happened? I don't know if I drove the freeway that weekend or anything, and I didn't see anything. It just so happened to pop up.
Uh-huh.
And I seen Home Depot in Monrovia, California, on the 210 freeway where... there it is. A man fleeing ICE raid at Home Depot in Monrovia.
Wow.
Hit and killed by vehicle after running onto the 210 freeway. yeah. So the story is, well, what is the gentleman's name, or was his name? He had 4 names.
Of course.
And he was illegal from Guatemala. Oh man, this story didn't have it in it. Something. But yeah, so the story goes that, you know, ICE pulls up. They don't even go after him. They go after some other guys while they're waiting, the day laborers. They run, or he runs specifically across the street onto the freeway, and he makes it almost to the middle of the freeway.
Wow.
And I guess he gets hit in the carpool lane, maybe. Yeah, that's where his body was at, in between.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're the protests. They're you know, the usual. You know,
Yep.
You know, get ICE out of here, and this shouldn't be going on. So yeah, it was just a crazy story I saw. I was like, it's
so unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary. He could have alleviated it could have been alleviated. Just, you know, you're gonna run out in the freeway instead of just saying, okay, I take my licks.
Yep.
You know, I'll live to fight another day. Live to see another day. Live, you know. But and then, like I said, he's Guatemalan, but they have a Mexican flag out there.
Yeah, of course. Mexicans and Guatemalans don't even get along.
Right, at all. But
What
yeah,
a mess.
so yeah, that's where he is, just out there. He didn't die on the scene. I guess while they were, I guess he got to the airport, the
airlifted
hospital.
him?
I don't even know if they airlifted him or not, but I think there's either 2 hospitals that are relatively close to that Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Monrovia, there's like, well, I don't know. There's like City of Hope. There's Huntington Memorial or whatever.
And then Arcadia has one.
Yeah, that one.
Then they changed that to USC now. It's a USC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're talking about the one up by Arcadia Park?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
really?
one across from, up there next to the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a USC now.
Okay.
Methodist to USC. Yeah.
Man, that's so crazy.
Yeah. It was crazy. That's another part of it. But yeah, this guy, it just showed, when I first heard it initially, I said the same thing. I was like, why would you even, who wants to run instead of just dealing with the situation?
Yeah. They keep on running.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't.
You're not helping the situation. And then evil Karen Bass is like, I don't want ICE chasing illegals. She doesn't call them that. Through Home Depot. And I'm like, I do.
Right. Yeah.
If they're running.
Right.
Especially. And then they all run.
Right.
That means you don't belong here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hopefully that refreshes. Okay.
Yeah.
Monrovia, California. Man hit and killed on the 210 freeway. That's how we say it. Thursday, Monrovia, fleeing immigration and customs enforcement at Home Depot in Monrovia, shortly before 10 a.m. in beautiful Monrovia.
That's a nice area, though.
Yeah. Quiet area.
Mm-hmm.
The freeway is...
A father who was simply...
was hit by a car and killed on the 210 freeway. He was running away from an immigration raid at a nearby Home Depot. Video capturing the shocking scene moments after it happened. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter live in Monrovia, where some community members are demanding answers tonight. Leanne?
Mark, they certainly are. Community activists say that the ICE agent should be held accountable for the man's death.
What?
Those who spoke to his family say he was a father who was simply trying to make a living when he lost his life.
If he was simply trying to make a living, he wouldn't be on the freeway running.
Right. Exactly.
Protesters rally in front of Home Depot in Monrovia after a deadly end to an ICE raid outside the store. A man struck and killed as he was reportedly running from agents.
There's no way to describe such a tragedy today. Some of the workers stayed in their tracks and some of them ran.
ICE agents were seen taking workers into custody in the parking lot around 10 a.m. Witnesses say the victim was being chased by agents when he ran onto the 210 freeway trying to escape.
It was basically indirect manslaughter. They chased him out of the Home Depot, and as a result, he ran onto the freeway, which he wouldn't have even happened if ICE wasn't raiding the area.
He wouldn't have happened if he hadn't run from the cops.
Period. Yeah.
Women.
It can be just just chill out. Just don't even run away. Just chill and, see what happens instead of just immediately just running away.
A man doesn't run.
Right. Yeah.
Unless it's The Fugitive with Harrison
Ford.
I didn't kill my wife. See, that they brainwashed us and propagandized us into finding an instance where it makes sense to run. And they said, undocumented hands feed you.
Students from Monrovia High School organizing a rally at the scene after hearing about the tragedy as the CHP investigated the accident. The Department of Homeland Security says the man was not being pursued by any DHS law enforcement. Those gathering at the scene calling for an immediate end to the immigration raids.
They ran onto the freeway, which shows you how much they feared the conditions of what they could potentially suffer under ICE.
Community activists say
that just means they were in their imaginations. Really?
No idea what was going to happen.
Yeah.
None.
You don't know.
Yeah.
It's never what you think.
Right.
Sometimes it's worse than what you think.
But it's never what you think.
Yeah.
Were taken to custody, including one man they say was hit in the leg by an ICE vehicle. Protesters say this senseless tragedy never should have happened.
We have to remember that for these senseless arrests, a man died running for his freedom today.
These evil women. Justifying.
The man's name has not yet been released, but we are told that he is a father. So many now mourning his death. And
well, that's the father's fault.
many of those community members say they plan to gather again tomorrow night here at the scene for a vigil to pay tribute to the man who lost his life here today. Live in Monrovia, Legion Suter, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
That's like George Floyd stuff, where you bring something on yourself.
Right.
You're out of control, and then you leave a child fatherless, and you're lionized as a victim, martyr for it. Stupid.
Yeah.
Women. Shout out.
Right. And it's like the last story that I saw, in this father-child is there was a black dad at a CPS building. I don't know if you've seen that, and he attacked a CPS worker or something like that for some reason. But
Child and Protective Services.
Right. And that's the same situation in a way that, you're not protecting your child because now they don't have their father around to guide them in any type of way, because if you did...
you just justified CPS
right, yeah.
by going out of control and attacking CPS.
Now, so it's similar in that situation.
Yeah.
But I found the guy's name. It's Roberto Carlos Montoya Valdez.
Wow.
I seen two different how old he was age-wise. One says he's 52, and then somewhere else said he was 53.
Wow.
Yeah. So...
He's too old to be run. What is his name? Walter Scott? Remember Walter Scott?
Yeah,
he ran from the cop.
Shot in the back with it.
Yeah.
Did he get shot in the back, or was it a taser?
Well, they fought over the taser, and then he got shot in the back multiple times by Officer Slager, Chin Up King.
Yeah.
We're praying for you. You shouldn't have shot that guy in the back, I guess. It might not have been justified.
Yeah.
It's murder, they say. Yeah. But, Walter Scott was also in his 50s and ran.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You're supposed to be wise.
You would think.
When you're
you
older,
would assume that
a little
people
bit.
are to be wise and have some journey behind them.
Right.
That they can, tell and decipher when it's time to hold and fold.
I hear that a lot of these Home Depot workers, these guys, day laborers, they call them, standing outside of Home Depot, some of them are criminals.
Of course.
Yeah. Just because they're wanting to work doesn't mean that they're not also criminals.
Right. Yeah.
And oftentimes they're dealing drugs on the side. They are driving illegally, drinking and driving.
Drinking and driving, definitely.
It's very common in that culture. They're doing all kinds of shenanigans involved with gangs and stuff like that.
Yes.
And so you don't know what the real truth is. They found them, from what I understand, these are targeted raids, but the communists, not knowing the situation, are falsely accusing them of, what's that thing? Racial profiling.
Always.
Oh, or job profiling. Because everybody knows that these are illegals.
Right.
So
Yeah,
we're supposed to pretend like we
Right.
don't know that they're illegal.
Right.
And so I have heard that sometimes citizens are getting caught up, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's just that's going to happen. But yeah.
Have patience, people.
Also, you just said it, the communists, that whole group that were out protesting, the organization that was a communist Marxist Leninist group. I had the name of them. Hold on. PSL. That's not it. Oh yeah, that's what the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
Typical.
That's what that group was.
Yeah. You remember that footage of Jesse and these other protesters, the man with the bleeding head?
Right.
All that. That was a July 4th, 1996, I think, maybe?
Okay.
Or it was around that time.
Frame,
all these communists were for the illegals.
Right. Yeah.
No borders, no walls, no USA at all.
Right.
Antifa.
Yeah.
Communists.
Right.
They don't want America to exist.
They don't.
They want this diversity stuff and victimhood.
They want their country they come from to be structured, to have order, but not America. They just want this to be the wilderness. You can come in and do whatever.
I was talking on Jesse's show with this guy Abraham, who's in Argentina.
Right.
And sounds like the church is kind of taking advantage of his skills and his willingness to work.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that with America, where America is so willing to help.
Yeah. Good
so-called, and give all this. We're giving ourselves away, giving our country away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a colonization back into hell.
That's what it seems like. Yeah. Yeah.
It's terrible.
And that's when Jesse said it's not coming back. The country's not coming back.
Yeah.
You can get some hope, a glimpse of something nice with Trump.
Yeah. Right.
And maybe someone could come along, maybe to just keep it up a little bit. But if it's not that America first, that MAGA type, it's a wash.
Right.
Yeah, it's a wash.
Terrible.
Yeah. So, side note on this situation.
Yes.
And this goes into the black thinking. So I have someone they were in town, a family member. We're driving.
On this situation.
On this situation, yeah. And it was recent.
Okay.
This September when they were in town. We're driving around. I'm taking them to different places, and they say something about Home Depot. And earlier, when we passed by, I was going to mention it, but I said, no, I'm trying to bring something up. So I said, no, I'm not even going to do that. But then they mentioned Home Depot, and there's a Walmart across the street from there as well.
Yeah.
So before I even said anything, the first thing I said was, I prefaced everything I said, you get what you deserve. And then I went into, I was like, this illegal, he was running from ICE. He ran on the freeway and got killed. He got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And the person was like, what? I was like, yeah, this just happened a couple weeks ago. And I was like, no, it shouldn't be here anyway. And then this person says, I think it's like the blacks being brought over here for slavery. I'm like, how do you even put those together? These people are coming over here illegally.
Right.
And you tell me they're willfully coming over. They're crossing the border coming over and staying. You're equating that to blacks being brought over on a slave ship. And I was like, no, that's not right. And I just stopped it right there. And I was like, it has to be from either the church or just being in the South around blacks, period. But that just threw
That
me
type
off.
of thinking?
Yeah, it has to be. It had to be a preacher saying that.
Somebody must have said that for him for that person to think that
exactly
way.
Yeah, there's no other way. I was like, this is insane. Who comes up with that? How is that's not even close,
right?
To being similar in any manner. But that's the only thing I could think of that they got it from church or just being in that black mind frame in the South, period. That they.
Well, if you have the mindset that the whites are racist, then they're racist against the illegals, and they're racist against the blacks.
Yeah.
And so that's how you can lump it together, I guess, because sometimes whites are hiring them, or sometimes other illegals are hiring them, or sometimes blacks are hiring them.
And then I've heard the same person mention that before, like, oh, this. I'll say illegal. Maybe they use another term, but they'll say, "Oh, this is illegal." Like, what? Are you just emotional because he got killed? Was it that, or, yeah? So I don't know. And they're the type that, oh, I can't stand black people. Also, but I don't know.
People are conflicted.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't love anybody.
Just threw me for a loop with that one.
Totally.
But they're definitely black, lickety black. So it has to come from that. And it's just the atmosphere that they're
totally
around.
is.
Yeah. And look, the
No
Kings.
King, 1776. This Karen Suarez, light-skinned white gal.
Running for should have happened.
We have to remember that for these senseless arrests.
It's not senseless. The guy running was senseless.
A man died running for his freedom today.
All right, that's enough of that. Thank you, Bigg Bump. Interesting story, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that guy in beautiful Monrovia.
Right.
So unnecessary. What a mess.
Yeah, it is a mess. Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way, but they chose.
Yeah, totally.
They chose that. He chose that, and the illegals choose to.
True.
To do this nonsense instead of just staying home. Just stay home and take care of your country.
That's right.
You'll do better.
What a mess.
Yeah.
Let's get to a call or two before we move forward here. On the line is Jermaine in Canada. On the line. Jermaine, what's up, man? You're live with Bigg Bump and Hake.
Oh, hey, Hake. How are you?
Doing fine. Thank you.
Nice. What's up, Bigg Bump?
How you doing, Jermaine?
Doing fine.
Right on.
Happy Columbus Day.
Thank you. Happy Canadian. I think I found out from you that it's Canadian. Did you super chat me saying Canadian Thanksgiving? Monday Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that was me.
Nice. Thanks, man. Thanks for the education.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, did you saw? I was calling you about that clip of the two female candidates that was debating. I think it was on the weekend there. Or one of them name is Spanberger, I think.
Abigail Spanberger. Let me look.
Yeah.
Sears.
Versus Winsome Sears.
Right.
Okay, so Abigail Spanberger is Abigail Ann Davis Spanberger is the white female, former CIA, trying to be, she's a U.S. representative for Virginia, Democrat, and she's a nominee for governor for the Democrat Party in Virginia. So there was a debate between Winsome Sears, the black gal, and this Spanberger woman. Spanberger, not Spamberger. What was the clip about?
So they asked her questions about retracting her endorsement of John Jones. I think that's the guy's name.
I don't know if it's John Jones.
It may be Jay.
That sounds like a UFC fighter. Yeah, Jay.
I think it's Jay.
Jay.
I think his last name is Jones.
Jay Jones?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the guy who wished he said, "Oh, I wish I could kill." That's that Malice. He's got an interesting face.
Yeah. Light skinned blacks too.
Attorney and yeah, totally. And former Virginia state delegate trying to run for attorney general, 36 years old, and Jay Jones, Gerald Charles Corey J. Jones, born in '89, trying to be attorney general, and he fantasized about shooting somebody and killing him and his kids, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the guy's name is Gilbert something. I didn't fully watch the debate, but I thought maybe you would check it out. But it's crazy to see because the guy's Republican.
Had you sent it to me, or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't send that one to you. I sent the Trump one to you.
Yeah, I saw the Trump
which was fun.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah. And then the guy was saying that the Gilbert guy is raising little fascists, so he wants to kill that Republican guy. They should get bullets.
Wow.
And
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
and they
insane.
ask her understand if she's going to retract her endorsement of the guy, and she couldn't answer the question.
Yeah, typical.
So
not surprised.
You say couldn't. I say she wouldn't answer the question.
Yeah, wouldn't answer. Which is a
Yeah.
no. She's not going to retract. Yeah, it's interesting that they are. It's interesting that they don't want to. I haven't heard much in the way of. There's some Democrats, but I haven't heard much in the way of Democrats condemning this guy. He texted the wrong person or something. It kept going or something like that. I heard about it, I guess, on Anchor Baby's show a week ago. During his campaign on last Monday, I think, Jones received widespread condemnation after text messages from 2022 surfaced in which he advocated violence against then State House Speaker and the then State House Speaker, and wished death upon the Speaker's children, while deriding a moderate Democrat who had received eulogies from Republicans. Yeah, so this guy's a little radical, this Jay Jones, and the Democrats are being very radical and pro-violence, pro-political violence, and pro-evil, and anti-good, and it's insane. That's that woman's sort of justification for wrongdoing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's crazy.
Do you think these people, I have an idea, but do you think these people have a green light now? Did they get a memo with saying, hey, you guys go ahead and be
Sort of.
destructive on,
Maybe.
know?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just the general culture or if there's a top-down type of word being passed down, or if it's the spirit of Satan in them.
Right.
But they're getting kind of desperate with Trump being in charge.
Yeah, I agree.
Trump is unmoved and unfazed by them, but they're definitely moved and fazed by him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why, the guy killed Charlie Kirk, and there was a blessing on it from people. The other guy killed the health insurance guy,
right?
And there was an evil blessing on that. So there is this victimhood thing, and the mama spirit that uplifts the murderer is rampant.
Yeah.
You mentioned that black gal who died supposedly in Cuba.
Oh,
she's
right.
on the
Shakira,
FBI.
Right.
Yeah. She's a cop killer.
Right.
Convictedly, anyway. I don't know.
Right.
But
Right. Yeah. She's
convicted.
Disclaimer.
Cop killer. Yeah. So, and she was a communist or whatever she was. Radical black, and there's always been that element, but it's really mainstream now.
It really is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. It's and it's like taking over.
Spanberger is probably not a Christian, is my guess.
I would assume.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like a Christian name, and Democrat.
Right.
I mean, Christians are no good either, but
right.
A lot of times these people are. Let's see, any early life on her? Abigail Ann Davis. Father, police officer, mother, a nurse. They don't really say, it looks like. But she's a lawyer, which is to say a liar, I think. Is she a lawyer?
I think that said attorney up there.
Politician, former CIA case officer. Okay.
That was Jay Jones that I seen.
Yeah,
attorney.
Jay Jones is the attorney, liar. So, interesting, Jermaine. Crazy. They can't be honest.
It's funny that what was funny though is that there's two females running and I don't see any male.
Yeah, and this is in Virginia. And Rick from Hampton, VA voted for him.
Oh, yeah, this is the one that Rick voted for? Oh, so
he voted for Winsome Sears.
Oh, yeah.
Winsome Earl Sears. Earl probably Sears. The middle-aged black gal, 61. Jamaican, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sounds Jamaican, actually.
Yeah.
She's definitely a mama spirit, too.
She was a lieutenant. Yeah, is she really? I haven't heard her speak, I don't think, but man, what a mess. It's terrible. I don't know what I want for Virginia.
Right.
Crazy. Interesting. Well, thank you, sir.
All right,
she was in the military.
Have a good show, man.
Thank you, sir. Take care. Yeah, isn't she cute there in the military? She was in the Marines.
Jamaican right there for some reason.
She what?
She looks Jamaican right there for some reason. She has just a look of a Jamaican.
Interesting. Is there something bright about a Jamaican face? Because her face looks bright here. It was Flo-Jo Jamaican?
Flo-Jo.
Florence
I don't
Joyner
think so.
or something?
No.
No.
I don't believe so. No.
She's full-blown American.
Flo-Jo was a light-skinned one.
Was she?
Yeah, she's nice looking, very pretty lady. Long hair, very nice looking. I always thought she was nice looking.
There she is.
Athlete.
She is pretty.
Yeah.
And she just up and died.
Yeah.
Got some like cancer or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
Died before even age 40. Mission Viejo, California.
She might have been taking steroids. I don't know.
Oh, Florence Dolores Griffith Joyner, known as Flo-Jo. 38 years old. Oof.
Yeah. It was
married to Al Joyner.
Yeah, and his sister was another athlete, Olympic athlete as well.
Oh, okay.
Her sister-in-law.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I was moving one time. I was in the business of moving. This was like years ago.
Epileptic seizure from a birth defect.
I didn't know she had a birth defect. Yeah.
So, wow. So she might not even have known that she was sick. I wonder if she got seizures much before that, or
I never heard that she had seizures.
So she
it was
literally
a surprise.
did up and die.
Yeah,
it was a surprise.
It was a big surprise. Yeah.
Wow.
There was nothing about her being sick in the news and the media that I recall.
There was a healthy, fit, light-skinned black guy who worked or attended Bond regularly, who got I think he was working out at the gym and he got a brain aneurysm.
Really?
Went into a coma for like a month or so.
Wow.
And died. I mean, they eventually just had to pull the plug.
Right.
Wow. So you never know, freak situations with people's health.
Yeah.
And there's oh, never mind. It's not her. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
These gals. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Flo-Jo was not Jamaican, you don't think?
No, I don't. Where was she born? Does it say where she was born?
Early life. Born in L.A.
Yeah, okay.
The 7th of 11 children. Wow. Nice. Okay. Sorry, that was a interlude, unrelated. We're past the bottom of the hour here. Let me quickly get to William, number 7 out of California. Oh, William, number 7, how you doing, sir?
Hey there, Hake.
Hey.
Good morning, and same to Bigg Bump.
Oh, nice. Hi, how are you doing, William?
Yes, sir. Good to hear from you.
I am good. Hey, so I just wanted to hear my experience when I was first in the military in Europe in the 80s, and you may or may not know that there were a lot of military installations during the Cold War. So to get a driver's license there in Europe, specifically Germany, but I believe the license was good for all of Europe. It wasn't just for Germany, but we did have to pass a test. And so the test was mainly road signs. They were all universal, and they basically were the same in America as far as information, as far as speed was always a black sign on white giving you the speed. And basically red meant stop, caution was still yellow. And so with a little bit of studying, you could learn what those signs, what they meant.
Yeah.
And it was really important because the Autobahn, unlike here in America, there were portions that did not have a speed limit. And so there was no law against however fast you went.
Right.
So I remember going one time well over 100 and being passed like I was standing still.
Nice.
By like a big Saab. I think it was no, not a Saab. It was a Quattro 4000 Audi, an Audi 4000 Quattro, I think.
Nice.
It zoomed by me like I was standing still. So in the 2 years I was in Europe, and I got a license, I saw maybe 2 wrecks because they really pay attention. They really, when you're going that fast. And I remember seeing one wreck in particular. The ambulances and the lights are going, and a car had lost control, went off the freeway and into the forest, because the forest, there was a lot of trees in Germany. You could not tell that was a car. It was a white, crumpled mess of like metal.
Yeah.
I mean,
just mangled.
So if it was going 150, 160, and you go into a forest, like trees, but you could see it took out a couple small trees, but where it come to rest, you couldn't tell it was a car. So they take it seriously. So with that being said, when I was working at the casino in security right on the I-5 corridor, about 2 hours north of Sacramento, we would have to check IDs. And I remember when they won a jackpot, we would have to check IDs. And I realized that commercial driver's licenses were given out back then, and they were nationals, and yet they were commercial driver's licenses. And this was in 2000. Let's see, I started there in 2005. And so in the job I have now, I drive everywhere, and I just see people driving like they don't know how to drive, like they're going through stoplights. And it's almost as if children are behind the wheel because they're not paying attention. And so when they say it's a right, they take it very seriously. And I remember being in school here in America and the cops coming in. Well, because the cop asked, what do you think is my most dangerous weapon I have? And everybody said gun. And he said no. And he said it's my 6,000-pound vehicle. He goes, I can use that. That will do way more damage. And so he was trying to get it through the heads of young people that to take that responsibility seriously.
Yeah.
Very seriously. So somebody running across Interstate 210, that, for one, you're probably not in your right mind.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I don't think who would be doing. And so if you weren't in your right mind, or if you were, then you innocent people don't run from the law. So if it's because of, I don't know, if it's just one person out of one raid, he was running for a reason. I don't know how they can say that you need to blame the ICE agents. To me, that is
insane,
just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So all that just to say that I think that's why our rates are going up. There's a lot of people running around driving.
Oh, our insurance rates. Insurance rates going up? Is that what you mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They've been going up for a while.
They have.
And they're not ever going to go down.
Yeah.
So, and then another thing is, and you could tell the difference when I was in Korea between the two. I was there before the Olympics and after the Olympics. When I was there in the 90s, I was told that the Koreans as a people, as a country, South Korea, only had a 20-year history of driving. They didn't have vehicles 20 years prior to that. So that whole country with brand new drivers. So imagine that. And so it was kind of crazy just driving there, and I didn't really want to because that's what I likened to. It was like a bunch of kids that didn't get taught how to do it, and they're just going for it. And they're just like, I'm first, and I'm on. So it's kind of crazy. Yet in America, that's why we have lanes and all that, and you're supposed to obey the law, because when you got 6,000 pounds going even 80 miles an hour or 55, you need order. You need to know the rules, and if one person doesn't get it, he can mess up someone's day. And yeah, it could be a kid, it could be anybody. So all that to say is, if you learn the rules and can take the test and demonstrate behind the wheel of a real person, and not because you come from my country, so I'm going to just give you a license, like we heard about, certain nationalities. So that's all. There's just places. Corruption exists in our big country.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think some nationals got into DMV and they hooked up their friends, because who would know?
Yeah,
right?
That's
There's
what crosses my mind too, the hookup culture from these government employees.
Yeah.
Totally, man.
That makes
Good
sense.
point.
Too.
Yeah. So those are my observations of driving. And like I said, I would say in my whole history, I have probably driven close to 2 million miles between all my jobs of delivering, my vehicles that I've owned, and the patrol cars I've driven in over the years. I would say I've driven about 2 million miles here in America, and probably in Europe as well, and in other countries.
Yeah.
All its service. So I've seen a lot of craziness, and you do got to pay attention. That's for sure.
Totally, man.
Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to share.
Thank you,
with
sir.
About, and that's about it.
Take care, William number 7. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
All right. Peace out.
Bye.
Another thing just hit me when he was saying about the gentleman at Home Depot.
Uh-huh.
As I said before, everyone is possessed. So whatever situation that happened, he was possessed. That's why he just, did what he did. He
Totally.
Really
yeah, that's
there
right.
was no controlling that, really.
Right.
Yeah.
And the possessed people defend it and blame
Yeah.
the people who are not to blame
Right.
for him doing that.
Yeah.
Let's get to this thing before I get back to the calls.
Okay.
Communism has been with us for a long time, I say.
It has. It truly has.
It didn't just start with Obama, much as I would love to blame it on him.
Yeah. He's just
Or Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, he's just a product of that, like a child of the communists. That's all he
exactly.
is. Yeah. Go ahead. It
All
sounded
right.
like you're about to say it.
No. Go ahead.
Oh.
Pre-Black Lives Matter insurrection activities.
Yeah.
1966.
This was 66, and something I've never heard before, came across, or anything like that. And I came across the SNCC, I guess it's called. They call it a SNCC.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's the student. Let me not make up exactly what it is.
Oops.
Hold on. SNCC is.
I forgot that was what it was.
Yeah.
Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee.
Yes.
A major civil rights organization in the 60s formed by young people, meaning dumb people,
Idiots.
to protest segregation and inequality through nonviolent, which means communist, evil, and it is violent, actually. Anyway, direct action, they call it. Wow, all these communist buzzwords.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom rides, voter registration drives in the Deep South. Mentored by Ella Baker. Their work empowered communist buzzword, grassroots organizing, and emerged as a radical new force in the movement. SNCC. Founded at a university. Wow, these universities really evil.
Oh yeah. And that's where everything stems from. Also, it's like the universities. These, they can be. These people go into the universities and coerce and co-op students, and the professors are weaponized. As like now you can see what's going on now in the judicial system, and the judges trying to become, I guess, rulers or presidents themselves, and the attorneys in the Nobel and different things like that. So they're definitely showing their hands. And again, this is the children of these individuals here.
Yeah. So what happened in February 1966 with this so-called movement?
So
Satan.
it was so prior to this, this specific incident happened on the 31st of January 31st, 1966 is when it happened. Prior to that, a couple days before, there was a meeting with different organizations, and they were it was based around Mississippi sharecroppers and things like that. Everything was money wasn't going to them from the government, things like that. And the next day or two, they took over an Air Force base.
Whoa.
In Mississippi, with demands of what they should have, what they're telling the government they want, and when they want it, how they want it, and they're not going to leave this base. We're going to occupy this place. We're going to cause an insurrection here, and there's nothing really you can do about it.
Wow.
You do what we ask you. You do what we tell you to do. Yeah, it was from what I read, it was a situation. It was a crazy situation. It didn't last very long.
I
guess it would have been a bad look for them to allow them to keep that Air Force base going, or the occupation going on and on, the insurrection. But eventually, in the end, LBJ told the military to go in and get the group out.
Wow.
So yeah, I know that's blurry up there. I sent you a not so good copy.
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
I actually I found the PDF online.
You
We are
found it?
here
Okay.
at Greenville Air Force Base. We are here because we are hungry and cold and we have no jobs or land. We don't want charity. We are willing to work for ourselves if given a chance. We are at Greenville Air Force Base because it is federal property and there are hundreds of empty houses and buildings. We need those houses and land. We could be trained for jobs in the buildings. What are we demanding? We demand food. We're here because we're hungry. Our children can't be taught in school because they're hungry. Wow, that's that communist propaganda that
Right.
old Dylan Burns sent to me,
There you go. Yeah,
when
this-
Dylan Burns was on the
all
line.
commie. All
Wow,
commie.
they can't even get the food in school because they have to buy it and don't have the money. We demand jobs. And they sound like this too, all petty. We're here because we have no jobs. Many of us have been thrown off the plantations where we worked for nothing all our lives. That's a lie. They didn't work for nothing.
No,
We don't want charity. We demand our rights to jobs so we can do something with our lives and build us a future. We demand job training. Paid for things that they want to do, and they be paid while they are being trained. Okay, yeah, job training. And get paid. We demand income. We demand that poor people, quote, these are basically students, though, at a university. SNCC, SNCC? Or they just rally these guys?
Yeah, they just rally these.
We demand that poor,
sharecroppers.
because poor people don't write like this.
Right, not at all.
We demand that poor people be given an income instead of handouts and food commodities. Until we get an income for our families, we want commodities which are fit to eat. Blah, 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 blah. We get commodities that are old and full of bugs and weevils. Whoa, that sounds like old what's her name said.
Who was that?
Grieta. She said that there's
I
like
didn't hear
well, she was complaining about the conditions inside of the Israel's ICE or whatever before she got deported.
Right, okay.
She's like, we're giving bad food and stuff like that.
I didn't hear her say that. Oh, okay. That sounds about right then. Yeah.
Because they're just going to complain about stuff and it doesn't have to be true. They just say it. Or
That's
it might
right.
be true. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
They'll
Like,
put extras on it anyway.
The thing that made me feel sorry for the illegals in Alligator Alcatraz is CNN said mosquitoes. I'm like, mosquitoes? I have a mosquito bite. I wouldn't. Mosquitoes can be dangerous.
They can be, yeah.
But it's not just dangerous; it's itchy. You don't want to get
My
mosquito
wife,
bites.
she has to run away from mosquitoes, and it's that bad.
Drink vitamin A, or which is the vitamin that turns your urine yellow, and it makes you less desirable for a mosquito.
I don't know. I don't know.
Let me find out real quick. 'Cause this is important.
It is.
If you're an illegal and you get sent to Alligator Alcatraz, vitamin that repels mosquitoes. There's no scientific evidence to support the claim that any vitamin can repel mosquitoes. But what is it? Vitamin B1.
Oh, it's B1. Okay.
Maybe.
One of the Bs.
Some anecdotal evidence suggests taking high doses of vitamin B1, thiamine. But some people are just attracted. They just attract the bugs.
Right.
And it's got to be something they're eating.
Yeah.
Because you're made mostly from what you eat.
Right. And I don't know if it's hormonal also. It seems like that could be the issue also.
Oh, if you're giving off different.
Yeah. I don't know. But I know it's bad. It can be very,
Terrible.
very bad. Yeah.
No, and some people really swell up with those things.
They do.
So, but anyway, like they know how to get sympathy, these communists, by making claims.
Right.
We want fresh vegetables, fruits, and meat. We want to decide what foods we want to eat. Spoiled. Beggars can't be choicey, as the blacks say. When I grew up, it was beggars can't be choosers.
Choosy, right.
Yeah.
Or choosers or choosy. Yeah, one of the two. Yeah.
The federal government tells us to go directly to the state and county for help, but when we get there, they don't know what we're talking about. So they're always appealing to the central government.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, they always want the feds or even the internationals.
Yeah, they want
these blacks,
an overseer, a mommy to help them out.
Yep. We demand land. Blah, 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 blah. I'm skipping over because I want to be able to get to stuff. We want Operation Help to be stopped. Don't know what that is. We want Project Head Start. That sounds familiar. Is Project Head Start?
Yeah. Whatever you call it. I guess Head Start is all I think about.
Related?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. Go to work and leave the kids with free
President Johnson.
Child care.
Lyndon B. Johnson. So that was the Poor People's Conference. Oh, that's right. You mentioned that.
Yeah. So, and with that, like when you said earlier, how this sounds, you know, definitely it's not Mississippi sharecroppers speaking this way at all. You just know that they know they're uneducated. They just have skills. They're workers, and they went to the Poor People's Conference or SNCC or whoever, and you know, hey, we're down here in Mississippi and we need help.
Yeah,
because of inventions, you know, getting rid of certain things. You know,
the cotton gin.
Yeah, like the cotton gin and using different materials and I guess the plantations being subsidized. To go different routes, cattle become farmers more, things. Okay. You know, like that. So there were things that played a role in it. Yeah. But this route wasn't the route.
Yeah, of course. What a mess.
Yeah.
So did they get anything out of it?
They got nothing.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't get anything out of it. The next day, on the 1st of February, like I said, LBJ ordered them out. They got them out. And they were very demanding, like very, very demanding. There was a sign they had. Let me find the, where is it? It says, sign at the entrance states, "This is our home. Please knock before entering."
What the heck?
Like, what is going on? Are you making demands on, in any case? So, yeah, they were there. They were just there for a day. I guess it started with about 40, turned to 70, and then about 100 people were there. They tried to be, diplomatic about it. The government was. They were saying, hey, there's no gas, there's no lights or heat. And some of them were like, yeah, we already dealing with that. We don't have that anyway, so that's nothing. We can stay here.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So is there's like historical things kissing up to them now?
You know what? They're
pretending like they're heroes at all?
No, there's hardly anything about it.
Okay.
There's really not
it
much.
wasn't successful.
Yeah, it really wasn't successful.
It didn't convince anybody.
Right, it did. That hit me yesterday. I was like, yeah, it really didn't do much. So yeah, I can understand why there's nothing, but at the same time, I can see maybe it being scrubbed a little bit.
Right.
From
to clean up their image.
Yeah.
Because they only want Trump supporters to be the insurrectionists.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's like,
or like remember the militia?
Yeah.
At Malheur Ranch.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Up in the
like that.
Pacific Northwest.
Right. Yeah. With Lincecum, the one that was killed.
Yeah, Lamar Finicum. Lavoy Finicum.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that like that? What was it? The January 6th. It. You can tell people were excited that happened.
Yeah.
To say, oh, look at them, they do this, and
right.
It's the white man, and this is how they act. This is what they really want to do, but that really isn't the case because they didn't go in with that.
Right.
Honestly, if it was something of that nature, it could be done. This is America. There are well-regulated militias that could do something like that if they wanted to.
Yeah.
It could have been it could have been worse.
Right.
It could have.
That's what that means. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what that means. Thank you. It could have been way worse. I'll say that and leave it at that. Yeah. Right. But yeah. So that in this situation, it'll be a scrub thing, or somebody will say, "Oh, it's not a big deal," but it is, because if it happened, if it was anyone else, it would be a big story. It would have.
Yeah, they were treated with kid gloves.
Yeah, they definitely were. Yeah. They gave them all the
Lyndon
time.
B.
to get
Johnson
out.
was such a liberal, evil president.
He really was.
Terrible.
Yeah. So that's where that's just a little...
What was this one? This was included in your what you sent me. Was there anything here that you wanted me to show?
No, it was the second page is where because this is Snick. Go right up a little more. Oh, there it is right there.
This one?
No, to the right. You'll see the headline.
Mississippi Negroes occupy the air base. Greenville.
And this is Snick's newsletter.
Oh, okay.
What was it? The Moment or Movement? What is it? Whatever it is. This is their newsletter. So this is their sensationalized.
Yeah, of course.
Radical views on the situations.
And so they called themselves Negroes.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
A group of over 70 sharecroppers. And because you saw the AI review, they called it African American sharecroppers. Please get out of here. Camped at the empty barracks at the Greenville Air Force Base. Demands were land, jobs, food, shelter, and the necessities of life.
Yeah.
Entered the base, blankets, stoves, coal, food, mops, broom, water. When challenged by a guard at the base who asked what they wanted, they replied, freedom. What the heck? Protesting the failure of the Office of Economic Opportunity to distribute promised foods. A mess.
Yeah.
Suckers.
It's closer to the bottom, the end portion of it. And a reason why I say I know that wasn't written, the little manifesto or the demands.
Yeah.
Because in another publication, same thing, the Snick's publication, they did an interview, and you can hear how a couple of the people are talking. You know, they have broken English, or the we's, and they're writing in the publication how I would hear them speak that way.
Oh.
It just seems, and that's when I knew that you know, you can tell for sure that wasn't not all the demands weren't from the actual insurrectionists.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when they were kicked out, they did send them to a strike city. I think that's what they called it, strike city, where I guess it was like a tent area, something like that. And that became dilapidated, and they moved on from there. But I couldn't find anything to where they went from there. Did they go up north, or did they stay in Mississippi, or move around to, you know, the majority of them where they went, or come out this way to the west?
Crazy.
But yeah, it is crazy. It was just an interesting situation that I came across, because that SNCC is they were always involved in some civil rights issue. Stokely Carmichael was the president of them.
I've heard of him
during this time, and so I looked on his, you know, Wikipedia page, or just another biography type page, that they don't even mention this situation, that he had anything to do with it.
That's funny.
It's just crazy how, you know, I mean, he had bigger situations he dealt with, but to me, it's an issue.
Right.
Who would imagine to do something like this?
That was like Black Lives Matter sitting in on these college places.
Yeah.
And the pro-Palestinians and all that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah.
But in this case, these guys were they convinced the sucker workers, so-called, to sit there.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they got them.
I wonder if there was anybody who didn't fall for it, who was like a sharecropper who didn't fall for that.
That's a good question. And I would assume that they wouldn't even bring them up, and they did not. There wasn't any information on anyone like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there's always somebody who sees through the crap.
Yeah, definitely.
Terrible.
Yeah, demanding. The demands were the tipping point. Like, you're demanding this, and the thing they wanted, but that was another thing, civil rights. That this is what happens.
Yeah.
You know, now they want to leech off the government now. They're falling right for it. We need this. We need food from the government. We need jobs from the government. We need to be trained. We need the government to watch over our kids.
And they lie and say, "Oh, we're not asking for a handout,"
right?
Because that language had already come in.
Right, they're begging.
Yeah.
They are begging, and also MLK Jr. He wrote a letter to LBJ. Same thing, begging.
Yep.
Yeah, begging.
Yeah, I remember he found some woman, some poor black woman, with some poor sob story, and he's like, my. Just victimhood mess.
Yeah, all the way through it. It's crazy how they use that. They use it.
Yeah.
They'll play that victim card until the cows come home. They're gonna use it forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's that evil mama spirit.
Yeah.
And what's funny is this mama government is what contributes to even more of this mess.
Yeah.
And this desperation.
Right. Yeah.
It messes up the economy.
Right. Yeah.
So that more people are dependent.
Right.
Poor.
That's what I'm gonna say. They latch on to it so much. They're on the tit, for life.
Yeah.
And they get upset when it. That's another thing. You're getting upset about being taken off of public assistance.
Right.
What are we talking about again? That's not how it works. That's not the real world. That's not really how it works. You're being coddled.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
you're being subsidized. You're a drag on society.
Right. Yeah. You're a parasite, really.
Yep.
And they see it as that's what we're owed, or
Yeah,
I'm supposed
have a
to
right.
get this.
It's a human right.
Yeah,
Healthcare is a human right.
Yeah.
No, you gotta take care of your own needs.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Let's get to Rick in Hampton, VA on the line here. Rick, thank you for calling and holding, sir. You're live with Bigg Bump and Hake. Rick going once. Rick going twice. I'll put Rick on hold. Check on Rick for me there if you would, Derek. Let's get to beautiful Maze from the sundown town of Dayton, Ohio. Maze, you're live with Bigg Bump and Hake. How you doing?
Hello, James.
Hey.
And Big Bump. But
what'd you call him?
Mess. You just can't say hi.
Joy. I got a question for you. Now, when it comes to, you said the 60s?
Yeah, 1966. This insurrection.
I want him to Allenworth, California. I want Bigg Bump to do some history on there and tell us about it.
Allenworth, California?
Yes.
Okay.
And then also, so what do you think about Qatar building Air Force in America, in Idaho?
That is so interesting.
Right.
I heard something about that. So,
I'm saying,
Qatar.
Let me say something. I'm not
You say it
saying
in the
things
back
that
of your
people
throat.
happy like Bigg Bump do. I'm asking questions. What you think about it, Bigg Bump?
Oh, okay.
You're smiling about the man being ran over and he shouldn't be over here.
He shouldn't have been over here. Am I right or am I wrong about that?
At what standards do you say that?
Am I right or am I wrong about that?
You don't even know what reason he was here for.
He was
You're
illegal.
just up here making people happy with your words. You don't know nothing. But
He was illegal. I will. But was that guy? I will talk about Qatar, but I'm saying, was the guy illegal?
I don't know if he was illegal or not.
Why don't you know? They
So
said he was.
You assume it.
No, I'm not.
You said it don't mean
The
make it true.
report said he was an illegal from
I'm
Guatemala.
not scared. You're scared of people, other people. I'm not.
Okay,
So
if
let's
you say
answer the
so.
question about Ottawa.
But you didn't answer that question.
What you think about the
didn't
airport
hear? Did
over here in America?
you hear me say? And did you read anything that said he was an illegal from Guatemala?
You read anybody? Did you read it?
He
What
asked
kind of
you
question
a
is
question,
that?
Maze.
Let's get with the question.
Huh?
I'm asking you a question about other illegals putting the berets on.
No, we're talking
America.
about that one guy that got hit on the freeway. That got killed on the freeway.
He shouldn't have been running, and he shouldn't have been here. People don't think you should be here either.
That's
so what's that got to do
that's
with
not
anything?
what we're talking about. We talking about that guy.
Well, that guy, if he was ran over, do you have any evidence that he was illegal?
Yeah. The report
show me.
says he was illegal.
What makes you even bring up whether or not he was illegal?
It doesn't matter to me if he was legal or illegal.
So why are you questioning it?
Because of the smart remark that Bigg Bump gave, he shouldn't have been here, and that's why he should have been ran over. That make no sense.
I didn't say
Now,
that.
let's
I
get
said you
back
get
to
what
the
you
car.
deserve. Yeah, you get what you deserve. That's correct.
Oh, and that's what you're going to get
If
too.
you run that, maybe okay, but you get what you deserve, and you're going to get what you
that's what a
deserve
lot
as
of-
well, right? Isn't that's fair, right?
No, it's not, God. It's not.
Huh? Yeah.
No, it's not. So now
Okay.
what else do you have to say? Now let's get back to
okay.
Ottawa and
But you
putting the base on
you
American
do
soil.
get what you
Think about
deserve.
that.
But okay.
There's gonna
I
be
just
some illegals too.
I just heard about. Huh?
Are they going to
Do
be
you-
illegals putting no Air
I
Force
don't-
base in America?
What do you mean? Are they going to be illegals too?
They are illegal. They're not American citizens. So
I mean,
what you think about
people. There are people that come here that are foreign nationals. That's not illegal to be a foreign national if you go through the proper channels.
That's right.
Really?
What you mean, really?
You can have some that marry American citizens and they're
if you
illegal.
come through the proper way, the
Some
right channel,
marry American citizens become illegal.
you become a foreign national. That's legal. If
But
you,
that's not what I'm
but if
asking
you
you.
overstay,
The Air Force base being put in America.
how do you think those people
American
from
soil.
Qatar? How do you think those
From
people from Qatar are gonna get here? You think they're gonna come over here, not have any type of process, no documentation, no anything?
You're not telling me what I ain't asked you nothing about that. I asked you what you
That's
think
what
about
you're
it.
saying.
Don't know how to think?
That's what you're saying. You just
What's
said
your point
that.
of view on it?
I just heard about it. I hadn't
Don't have one.
delved
You gotta
into it.
You gotta
I
get
haven't
it through,
went into it.
You got to get it through your source. before
I
you
think
say
it's kind of cool.
I'm quite sure you do.
Why are you sure that I
would
do?
have-
Why are
I
you
would
sure
have
that I
nothing
think
on
it's
your-
cool?
You think
Maze?
it's- But all these lands that y'all have, what is it, Black Lives Matter, Obama, the illegals and all this. All y'all repeat the same thing. Just listen to you.
But you just randomly saying things. Maze, you're just randomly saying things over and over again. You're just saying things over and over.
I'm asking you what's wrong with you.
What's wrong with what?
The people that repeat the same thing. But when it comes to January 6th, that didn't happen. But all of the other stuff, is there somebody else's fault?
January 6th happened, just not like how you guys claim it. Like, you guys call it like an insurrection or something silly like that.
It is. That's what it was.
No, it wasn't.
And so when I tell Big Bump...
It was not an insurrection, Mace.
When Big Bump gets the same rights that you have, then I can say he's somebody. But until he do, he needs to stop saying things that y'all want to hear to make you happy.
Oh, because I was born with the right to vote, and then he got to act?
Yes.
so then he's not somebody until he gets the so-called right to vote? Why are you so sour grapes about voting? You shouldn't even be concerned with voting, Maze.
Your government, why shouldn't I be? I'm just as concerned as you are to keep Looney Tunes out of office. And
I know, but you are Looney Tunes.
What? And to keep those out of office and in there like graveyards, and they need to go home, going to sleep and everything else.
You a mess, Maze.
Oh, you the mess.
You a whole mess.
You are the mess.
I love you, Maze, but you a mess.
just calling to say hi, Maze.
You are a mess, Big Bump.
I ain't heard from you in about a year, and you come here with this mess.
Easily led. That's your problem. Easily led. You need to use your own head. Think for yourself. That's why I tell you to go look up that little town and tell me about it.
I will.
Tell me what happened.
I can tell you something. I don't have to tell you to look it up too. But
then your governor get ready to
so
give
much
some
going
reparations.
on. What's funny about
just
that?
Something to give reparations to people.
But what's funny about that?
And what was that about?
I don't know.
I know you don't. You're busy trying to make
about
what was she laughing at just
some
now?
reparations of
You're busy trying to make people happy with your conversation that you have, but you don't know what you're talking about in the first place.
What do I not know what I'm talking about?
And when Head Start
did I talk about
you were done by the Black Panthers. Thank you so much.
No, it was not.
You don't know about that though.
No.
So I want you to have a nice day and sleep well when you happy that somebody died on the street.
Okay, if you
and
say
they look
something,
at you in the same way.
Nice.
We're not happy that he died. We're just making the point that he brought that on himself by running from the cops and running onto a freeway.
James, I'll say, the CWP say we all look alike, but we all don't think alike. And Big Bump, you would look like a criminal to some of us.
But you do all think alike.
Who cares?
We don't. No, we don't.
Yeah, huh?
Where you get that from?
Because you all believe in racism.
I don't say things to make you happy. I tell you the truth to make you have a soul.
Nice.
That's the difference between Big Bump and I.
So Maze is
no,
giving
that's not
me
the
a
difference.
I just get it. And Big Bump, he's on the government funding, and so are you. Something from the government that you're getting.
Whatever.
That's
communist talk. You're trying to justify one wrong by bringing up something else that doesn't even make sense. You sound like Obama. That's like if you have a business,
always hollering about the government.
You didn't build that.
Anybody.
Remember when Obama said, if you have a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. They built the roads. They built the this and then that.
Who was he talking to? Because you didn't build nothing. You don't own nothing. And
he was talking to the business owners who built their businesses, who built America, and he didn't build anything.
I suggest you got a house.
Except for a movement of complaining.
Only thing I own is the lips that's on your face and the voice that coming out your lips, and that's all you know. So when you do, then you can tell somebody about it.
Whatever. I can say what I want. This is America, man.
The Native Americans, this land is their land.
No, it's not.
So Big Bump, wait before you tell somebody they shouldn't be here because they don't think you should be here either.
Sigh.
Think about it. Have a good day.
You too, Maze. Take care. Wow, what a mess. We got to get to some of these super chats. I haven't got to any of them all day. Someone bought a coffee. Is it weird? Oh, no, I already said that. It's me, about 67 coffees. Very nice. Thank you. Based America First, regarding the distribution of the poor, redistribution of poor. Last Wednesday, the California Coastal Commission held an October meeting and discussed plans to replace Gladstone's PCH Beach Restaurant, public deck and parking with a larger restaurant, smaller deck, less parking, and a Big Blue Bus Metro public transit station, public restrooms, snack bar, retail shop. And he shares the link from the-canyon.org, Coastal Commission Gladstones. So they're encouraging you not to be able to drive and park yourself and be reliant on public transportation. A foothold for California SB 79, Abundant and Affordable Homes Near Transit Act, to build up to 15-story low-income housing in Pacific Palisades Shout out to late historian Asmodor, who, if memory serves, mentioned Texas cities falling to block bus stops and becoming ghettos. Yep. Also, October 8th, suspected arsonist Jonathan Rinderknecht was arrested in Florida for starting the Lockman fire January 1st. Federal investigators say firefighters quickly extinguished the Lockman fire, but it smoldered underground and erupted under high winds to become the Palisades fire January 7th, nearly a week later. Crazy. Imagine that. Usually you light a fire and it's like underwhelming what it does. But sometimes you light a fire and it seems like, oh, they put it out. And then it's overwhelming what it did. That's crazy, man. So they got the guy for arson. Interesting. That's terrible. California killing itself. Man, oh man, oh man. I got all these other super chats. Eric bought 10 coffees, which I'll have to... I'm going to put these off for tomorrow, Eric. I think. Oh, actually, I'll read this. Hake, do you realize The Matrix is about Neo having a spiritual awakening? The first scene is him waking up at his computer. The screen says, "Wake up, Neo, the Matrix has you. Follow the white rabbit." Neo is the one, Jesus Christ, Savior. When Neo follows the white rabbit, seeks the truth, he meets Trinity, quote unquote, who introduces him to Morpheus, God of dreams. Morpheus offers Neo the truth, red pill, or to remain asleep in the illusion of his imagination. Morpheus is JLP, says Eric. Thank you, sir. Nice. Oh, man. Carver. I'm going to have to read your super chat tomorrow, Carver. Eric says, where would we be without the great Italians of the Jersey Shore? We would never have found gym, tan, laundry, strong arm, sun, and basket. I don't know. I never watched Jersey Shore, but it is kind of Italian, isn't it? I'll read this. Oh, this is probably good for Bigg Bump to hear and respond to. Popcorn says, Jesse recently tweeted, segregation worked, integration doesn't work. The races don't mix. The experiment failed. It's time to divide. We got along peacefully down south during Jim Crow. I think a tweet like that is meant to rile people up. So you're in your thoughts, buddy. All thoughts are lies. And I totally disagree with the substance, quote unquote, of it. I plan to ask Jesse this question, but to you and Bigg Bump. Hey, I'm glad I read it, Popcorn. Do you think it's time to divide? If so, what are you going to pack your bags and move into an all, insert your race here, area? Jesse obviously isn't going to move to a black neighborhood, so my point is tweets like this I see as performative extremism and or hypocrisy. What say you guys? Please answer the first questions, and then what are your thoughts on in general when someone suggests something others should do, it's time, but they themselves haven't done? Well, Jesse only hires whites. Even Derek is white. So I think he did what he said. And he's white on the inside. But anyway, what the first question we wanted us to answer was, do you think it's time to divide? Yeah, I mean, you should, I think you should definitely profile. Be aware of your surroundings and stay clear. Don't go out at night. Sometimes don't even go out during the day. You know what? I was at the park, and I was thinking about, there's been like knife attacks at parks, and bombings and shootings. It's crazy.
Still have to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it could come from anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's crazy right now. And the races do not mix. They're worse today than when it was supposedly bad.
Right. Yeah. That's for sure.
They're so nasty.
I agree.
They're encouraged to go crazy. So, yeah, I mean, separate from evil.
That's for sure. Yeah. Divide from evil.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I get that Jesse's talking about the races don't mix. And, yeah, you can find some people who get along okay, at least when times are peaceful and Trump has us all happy and fat. But when there's, like, a strain in the economy, in getting along, a disagreement, no. Even families don't get along. So, yeah, this was something Jesse said last week on his show. Let's see. What do you say, Bigg Bump? Anything?
Yeah, I'm not. You're right. I'm gonna divide. I've tried. I've moved away from those type of areas.
Yeah.
I made it a point. And also, I mean, can you go up? What he said. Insert your race. I'm. Jesse's right. There's segregation. That integration doesn't work. It doesn't.
Right.
The desegregation type stuff does not work.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not going to move into the black neighborhood, the hood, ghetto, whatever you want to call it, even just a regular black community. I'm not going to do it. Lord willing.
With that, guys, this has been the Hake Report. I got to end. So the rest of the super chatters, I cannot get to you, including Cesar Caesar. Sorry, Cesar Caesar, I missed you, man. How many push-ups do you do?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I saw something about push-ups.
I can do 100.
You can?
Yes.
Nice. In one sitting?
One sitting.
Wow, impressive. Right on. There you go, Cesar Caesar. We'll have to read the rest later. Peace in the Middle East. I didn't realize, guys. American Anchor Babies coming up next. Follow Bigg Bump, BIGG, BUMP. Sometimes there's an underscore. Sometimes there's a hyphen. Sometimes there's no space. On X, IG. Those are with underscore.
Yeah.
And also on YouTube and
Truth
Social.
Yeah.
I had neglected to share that one.
Oh, good.
And
hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Right on.
Take care, guys. Adios, America. American Anchor Baby coming up next. And I'm late. Bye.